I asking about data tables and graphs? Well, one big reason is because these are going to be found on your ACT and your MME tests, right? And you got to know how to do this. And a lot of people would say, well, I can't get better at these data and graphs. There's just no way that I can get better at them. I'm bad at it. There's no way I can improve. But the reason we're doing this is because I believe you guys can improve on it. Okay? You can get better. And with the ACT scores, we have taken students who've gotten low scores in the ACTs and we've improved their scores. We actually had one student go from a 24 to a 34 on their ACT. You may think that's crazy. Maybe like, what? I thought you could only, you only got a certain score on your ACT. But it's because we've been doing things like this, working on these questions, and you can get better. Right? So what I want to say to you today is, a lot of you feel like you're defined by the tests you take. How many people feel like you've been defined by the ACT test that you've taken? I want to tell you today, that is the wrong kind of thinking. You are not defined by a test. Okay? It is ridiculous to think that a test defines you. It was made by people. It doesn't tell you if you are smart or dumb, because there's no such thing as that. Think about this. What about a test you took in third grade? Maybe you took a test in third grade, and you got a certain score, and somebody tried to tell you, how good you were, how smart you were. You're going to rely on a test in third grade to determine what you're going to be like for the rest of your life? Don't you agree that that's kind of crazy? It's the same thing with the ACT. I bet you guys got your scores on your ACT test, and your friends asked you, oh, what was your score? And you told them, and you got categorized, right? You got pigeonholed into, oh, okay, if you got a low score, oh, well, you're not that bright. Or if you got a high score, oh, I'm really bright. Well, guess what? Both are dangerous to think because they don't reflect who you are, because you can always get better and you can always grow and improve. I was in the same boat. I thought my ACT score when I was in high school, I thought that defined who I was. But it didn't. You can always improve on that. So I want you guys to throw away all those ideas about tests. You've been brainwashed with that, right? It does not determine how smart you are, how bright you are, anything like that. It reminds me of a story, or what happens in Africa. Have you guys ever heard of the witch doctors in Africa? And they will go tell people that they have a certain disease, and then that person will believe that they have that disease and may die like a week later, and they find out that that person didn't even have the disease. Has anybody ever heard of that over in Africa? Because they truly believe that they have it. It's the same thing. If you truly believe, right, that a test defines you, or whatever it is, or a grade defines you, or a GPA defines you, then you will let it, then it will. But if you can break that, and break that wall, then it won't. All right, thanks guys, you can stop the videos now.